I broke up with my boyfriend after watching the episode How I Knew He Wasn't the One.
Okay, guys.
Actually,
I'm sure you deserved better, so good for you.
I'm sure you did too.
Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren.
And we're Cimorelli.
Welcome back to the last episode of, well, for now, of
The Cimorelli podcast. Guys, I didn't think I would feel so emo.
You look kind of emo.
Yeah, but it's been 8 years.
8 years.
8
8 years of this podcast.
Guys, I marked
Wow.
this because it was October 2017 when we first started it. I guess technically we uploaded this in November, but it was when Sad Girls Club came out. And that was the same month I met Max. I met Max October 7th, 2017. And I remember.
It's been so long. It's been such a fixture in
8
our lives and in
years.
your lives. This is episode 275, and
Which
this
is so
our...
cool. What a nice number to end it on.
I know.
275.
We've done 275 episodes of this.
Wow.
That's like a lot.
That's
we really
crazy.
journeyed with y'all.
Considering they're like an hour long, 275 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you got a lot to look through. If you join our Patreon as well, you can look at all of them. But we're here today to close this out. The title of this is Goodbye, Everybody, for now. Or
Oh my gosh.
But
So
we're
we
here.
have a special episode planned today. We're going to be reading some stuff that you guys sent us. We're going to be looking back at like when we started and like where we are now versus when we started, which is crazy, in 2017. And then we're going to go through the different like eras and seasons of the podcast. I'm just going to like reflect back on everything. So it's going to be a really special ending episode. So we're going to get to highs and lows, but guys, hold on. Big announcements first of all. Okay. Firstly, hello. Our album comes out November 7. 11/7. I'm like, is it 7/11? No. 11/7. Be ready. Be there or be square. 14 songs. Oh my gosh.
And we went over all of them in the last episode, and I really like, wow. They're so
And
good.
second huge announcement. Our first concert in years is in December.
December 11th in Nashville.
December 11th,
Right.
Nashville.
Come to
Linked in the
Nashville.
description or linked on our link tree so you
We'll
can
be
get
both places.
tickets. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's a Thursday in December.
I love it.
December 11th.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
So crazy.
So make sure you get a ticket. All right. So, okay. So we're going to do our highs and lows. I guess first let's go into why we're ending the podcast, which is pretty simple explanation. So so this year, things have gone, in recent days, actually, things have gone absolutely insane. In the last 3 months, guys, we, from Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, in the last 3 months, we have gained almost 500,000 new followers. So things are going crazy. We haven't had this kind of growth in years. So we're now back on like a huge growth moment. This is insane. So things are like blowing up, which is like exactly what we have wanted. And we started doing a lot more music stuff this year than we were before, which is like kind of weird that we weren't before. But suddenly, shocker for musicians, suddenly we're doing way more covers and originals than we were before. And I mean, that's part of the that's why our new format of covers is why everything blew up. So because we have all of this stuff that we're doing now, the podcast just does not fit into our schedule anymore. Like we have these priorities of the music and we have a limited amount of time to do stuff as mothers. We got a set amount of time and it just doesn't fit into our schedule anymore. Like we need this time for all of this music stuff. Like you should see Lauren and I behind the scenes scrambling. You should see us. Seriously, you're just sitting there. Lauren's like, do these two songs. I'm like, okay. I'm like speed singing through everything. Guys, the speed.
And then I tried to make out your harmonies and match them exactly. And then I'm like, wait, maybe they weren't meant to be matched exactly.
I mean, pretty exactly. But we're just, I mean, yeah. We work fast, but we still need more time. Yeah. So that's the reason. It's just that's been one of my weaknesses throughout our career is I want us to do too many
We
things.
want to do so many different things all the time. We're just experimental gals. We're adventurous.
I'm always making us like start new things, and then Lauren's always trying to stop me and like stop starting new things, which is right though, because then
right.
we end up doing all these different things not as well as we could do like 2 things, 1 thing, 3 things, whatever. I'm like 3, Lauren's like 1. 4 things. So we've been simplifying. We've been in the process of simplifying and like cutting things out recently, so that we can really focus on this insane momentum that we have right now. I mean, this is insane.
Unprecedented.
Like, we need to like really soak in the gratitude, because like everyone who's like building a presence online, like they dream of this happening to them, and this happened to us for the like not the first time, not the second time. This happened multiple times to us.
And
Like,
it's
we
like
need to take in the gratitude.
we
here.
are about to hit 1 million followers on Instagram,
Which we never
for the
hit.
first time. That's so crazy.
It's insane. So we're in like a crazy surreal moment right now, and we need to be putting all of our time and effort into the music right now. Something that one of our old managers told us, that you reminded me of, Kath. What did he say?
Yeah, our old manager said once famously, and I always remember this, he was like, your music is like, he used this analogy of you're at a party and you hear something upstairs kind of happening in the background. But he's like, it should be front and center. You have all these other things you're doing, and the music sometimes gets kind of like pushed to the back burner, which is kind of wild because we're musicians. But it's like, we've done so many different things. Like, we've done our podcast, obviously. We wrote a book. Like, we toured. We've done a ton of covers. I think he was actually saying your original music specifically. But in between that, like, there's only been so many original albums. And there probably could have been a lot more. But there's also other stuff going on about the label that kind of prevented that for about 5 years. So that was part of it. But after that, we kind of went crazy with the original albums. But yeah, our music that's our thing. So it needs to be front and center.
So there you have it. That's the reasoning, and hopefully you guys understand. We would love to have like the time to sit here and connect with you guys every week, but unfortunately, you only got so many hours in the day, and we got to put it towards our biggest priorities, especially with this crazy momentum. It's like when you have the moment like this, you have to seize the moment. You got to take advantage when you have something like this. This does not just happen every day, as we know. Like, that's cool. We have the perspective looking back at our career and be able to see like other times we've had this crazy momentum. This is not just something that happens every day. So when this happens, you got to jump in and like really seize the moment. So that's what we're doing. Hopefully you guys understand. And we just want to say thank you for all your support throughout the years on this podcast. And it's been like, I think the podcast like audience is like a special audience.
Yes.
Really connect with you guys and have like a different kind of bond with you guys, because you guys like come and like listen to like our lives and see like more.
We've opened up so much on the podcast.
Tears have been shed.
I know.
So
I was
many.
looking back over all the seasons because I was writing out the eras sort of outline, and like, I was like, wow, there's so many thumbnails of us crying. I'm like, we've really gone there on this podcast over and over again, which has been cool.
Yeah, and I would say if you want to continue to keep up with us more, follow us on our personal social medias, and you know, we post some things about our lives, some more than others.
Some more than others.
Yeah.
True. All right, then let's get into our last highs and lows of the week.
Oh my god.
What's your high and what's your low of the week? Oh my gosh.
Okay, I can start. I feel like my high was that I didn't end up renting a carpet cleaner this weekend, like I was going to.
My gosh.
So I was gonna rent a carpet cleaner because we really need to clean our carpets, but I decided to push it to next week and just like let there be a little bit of breathing space in our weekend. And we actually got to like each take turns and like rest a little bit while the other one watched the kids, which there's so many weekends where that doesn't even really happen. So it was amazing getting some time to like rest a little bit. I would say my low was just like, I feel like this morning was kind of stressful. At the park, my children were like climbing to the top of this really perilous rope, and I couldn't access them. Yes. It was really scary. And I was like, can you not do that? And then they kept getting stuck. And I was like, please stop. And I just hate, I don't know why they design parks the way they are.
I
It's so
know.
bad.
Parks are kind of wild.
They're
like, There's so
wild.
many things where they could just fall like
Yeah, they're
15
like,
feet.
here's a narrow
Oops.
entrance that
What?
drops 20 feet. We'll let children play on this. It's like, what? Why? So anyway, I have a beef with the park people who make parks.
LOL.
But yeah.
Next.
Okay. My high was I had a fun little date night. We went and like walked around this place that I'm not gonna say what it was.
Oh,
And just got some food, and it was just like really cute, just walking around getting food. You know, simple time, but a good
Simple.
mem.
Oh, I love
Love
that.
it.
You know, lots of laughs. I'm just so funny.
Oh,
No, for sure.
No, but he is too, but not as funny as me.
oh my
As
gosh.
it should be. As it should be.
My low though was like a couple of days this week. I was so tired where it was like as soon as it hit like 5 p.m. I was like evening naps.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
good, guys.
Ugh.
Not good. And then it's
I've
like
never done it.
can
I've
She
never
goes to
done
bed-
it.
she goes to bed at, like,
I've
8.
never had an evening nap in my entire life. I can guarantee
Wow,
that.
That's crazy. Like 5
But I know what
nap
happens when my
mode.
kids do it, so I get it. I get
Yeah, so not good.
How late do you
but
stay up when you nap at 5?
it depends actually, because last night I did, and actually was asleep by like 11.
Oh, okay, that's
So
good.
See,
it wasn't
that's
too
if
bad.
I feel tired at 5, I'm just like, all right, we're going to bed at 7. I'm just going to push through until 7. That's what you do. Try that sometime.
I went to
but
bed at
if
7,
I go-
I would wake up in the middle of the
Yeah,
night.
I
and
wake
be
up at like
where am I?
midnight if I go to bed at 7 or like 11. And
It's like
then
my
I'm
body
like,
wouldn't be able to.
It's like too
I'll
early.
make it to 6,
a.m.
5.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh yeah, I can make it to 5.
Yeah, so just tired, but you know, what can you do?
What can you do?
I agree.
That was it.
Oh, great.
That's it.
Oh gosh. Wait, you go. I need to think more.
Okay, wow, it's always harder for me to think of a low these days. It's just a great sign.
Love that for you.
Because what on earth is my low? My low is I literally can't think of anything. I can't think of a low point of my week. It's kind of dumb. But
Try to think like less extreme, maybe. Just
Yeah.
like, oh, I was
Okay.
annoyed.
a moment I was annoyed. I mean, what? There's a day where my kids were being extra difficult.
Okay.
But then most of the days they were being so good that I was just like, guys, you are such great children. I'm just like freaking out and like pouring the gratitude because they've been like really a lot easier. I feel like we're like getting it together. That's my high.
good.
Is that I feel like I'm just like getting it together as a mother. I feel like I'm like finally getting it. Have like a good rhythm that I'm like establishing. It's like I understand in the mornings, like I gotta have this like major connection with them. We do like a craft or something in the morning, and it just like sets the tone for the day. And like I don't know, it's like a hack. It's too simple. It's like too easy, but I just had like all these goals I'm trying to like get together before the third child comes, and that was my high this week. I was just like sitting there at the end of the day. I mean, I was exhausted and so sore. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so freaking sore. I've never had this before in pregnancy. Going on a walk and like my tailbone and like every, I don't know, muscle, ligament, everything back there, it was like on fire on my walk. It's like, excuse
From
me?
pregnancy?
Yeah, I've never had that before. It was so dumb. But I was saying before, like I was the most sedentary I'd ever been in my life before this pregnancy. So I think this didn't help at all. So I think I'm kind of weak, but that's in my high. I've been doing like 4 weeks almost. Yeah, 4 weeks of strength training, exercising, core and pelvic floor stuff. And I'm doing it. I'm totally doing it. And I started back on my like meal planning. So I had this day where I was just like, wow. And even though I literally felt not that good, mentally I was like, I did the meal planning. We did the family dinner. I made this whole great high protein dinner. Nick really wants high protein dinners, which also I do. So it's great because your protein, you already need protein, whatever, but your needs increase in pregnancy. That's what my doula was telling me last time, but obviously I looked it up and it's real. But anyway, I mean, kind of a duh, but yeah. So I was like, wow, I made the dinner. The kids didn't want to eat at the table all together, but the fact that I didn't care that much, that was the win. And I was like, I did the exercising, I did the cleaning. Like, I got so much stuff done that day. I did my journaling.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, I didn't sit down like the whole day. I barely sat down the whole day. But
An honest day's work.
No, literally.
oh wait, no, I sat down to record. Oh, I sat down to record. The rest of the day I did not sit down.
She said I was sad.
After then, it was just straight not sitting. But you know what? That's what you got to do. So that was my high. I was like looking back on the day and I was like, wow, I did all this stuff and I didn't have a giant meltdown. Just my tolerance for that kind of stress is so much higher now. Last time I tried to do a family dinner, it was a while ago, and I was so stressed after it that I did not do it again for months. I mean, then I was pregnant too, but the first trimester, obviously no one is trying to sit down to a family dinner in the first trimester, but I bet a bunch of you moms do it, and you know what? You're better than me because I ain't doing that. Nope.
I once heard on a podcast something that made me very like relieved for childhood. It was like the number of minutes you can expect your child to focus is their age. And so I'm like, okay, that is literally my expectation. I'm like, if the twins sit at the table for 4 minutes, that's the win for dinner. And I just expect it. It'll be short, and at least they came and sat. It's all good. They usually get up and go play with their cars, but I'm like, they sat down for 4 minutes. It's all good.
My children. Well, Barrett was trying to focus. He'll be like, Tristan, I'm trying to focus, or like, I'm trying to behave. I'm trying to listen. And then she would just kept getting up and doing. She has this weird face where she goes like this. You know, with that one tongue where she looks at you like this. Yeah. So she was doing this weird face, and she was getting off the table and like, or like standing up on the chair and doing the weird face and going. And she kept doing that. But it's like, stop! I'm trying to listen. And then she wouldn't sit down. I'm like, Tristan, please eat your dinner. And she just kept doing that. She wouldn't stop. It was really funny.
I love her
She's such a bizarre child. But I love telling Nick, like, Nick,
funny.
you know, she's a lot like you. I love that. She's so freaking hilarious. I love it. Okay, anyway.
Oh, okay. Let's see. My high was that I went dancing. Oh, okay. It's a pretty good. Easy low.
Boom.
The DJ, spooky, trash, bad.
What's spooky?
You know when you get on the dance floor, you get to a place, you're settling in, right? And then you're like, by the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. And
What?
the DJ is just so bad. And
yeah.
you're spooked. You get a premonition.
You're like, how is
You're
your
like-
taste
You're like,
this
the first
horrifying?
you hear the song, you're like,
And you're like, oh no.
You're like,
"Oh, this is not
really?
boding well. They do
Really?
their first song is
They play
bad.
Billie Jean.
Yes.
I hate
Or
when
they
people
play like
Billie
some
Jean.
whack thing like no offense to
The
Khalid.
cha-cha slide.
They play like Young and Dumb and Broke when people are supposed to be dancing.
Wait, I like
You
that.
can't
song.
dance to that though. It's just
my
like
God.
Yeah, it's a bit too.
it's
the
like
most
you don't
disappointing
understand
songs.
the lore. They played Diva
Like one of the really-
by Beyonce, which was good, but then they randomly slowed down the verse.
They play, what is it? Memories by Maroon 5.
Why would they play that?
Stop
I
the
don't know.
track. Let me
No,
sit
that's really weird.
back. And I was like, ah!
Okay, I feel
spooked.
like you could play Memories by Maroon 5 at the very end.
You could.
It's like cheers to the
Yeah,
Well,
it's like
it's
a
No,
sing
maybe if
along
it's like
one.
graduation.
like if you're like
night, that makes
leaving,
sense.
like as everyone's literally packing up. The
Okay,
wedding
yeah,
or
yeah,
It
whatever,
was
you
just
can play
spooky.
Memories.
It was not good.
It's not a dance song.
But
like a
dancing
remix.
in general was fun.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, and then he would never, you guys would, all your ears would bleed because he would not like wait for one song to end to start the next song basically. So they're in different keys, crossing over, just.
Oh my,
That
I
ain't
hate
right.
when
You
they
gotta
do
give
that.
us like a drum transition.
Yeah, exactly.
Tone deaf.
You know what would be so fun? To be a DJ just one time and like troll everyone and
Yes.
just play like Kids Bop versions or something really out
Yes.
of nowhere. People are just
Kath,
like,
I think
This
they
is-
just leave.
Yeah, they'd leave.
I don't think
so
it'd be a
funny. They're like,
troll.
what is
They'd be like,
Okay,
"Is
why is that so? Nick always says to troll everyone and do
What is
whatever.
that?
And I'm always like,
You're just like this. You're like, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
they like it's totally
That was
normal.
something Nick would
Or
definitely
I was
say.
thinking like this children's choir that I love listening to with the boys because they did a cover of Memories.
Kat, what are you talking about?
I like these children's choir.
I can't. So I was just like, this DJ's ruining it. I'm trying.
Guys, Kids Box
to-
version. I'm sorry.
I'm trying.
I know my rent was
Gonna be paid.
so good.
You could
I
have
played
played
it.
that. I was like,
That's
put
a
me
great
in,
song. That's a great
Coach.
When I got my gestational diabetes test back and it was like the first time I took it and it was slow, I put that song on in the car with Max. We were going to the beach and I was like, I knew my rent was
So yeah, that's really all I gotta say is I should have been hired as the DJ. I should have just stormed the stage and like get off and let me do it.
Amen.
It was spooky.
You know what they say?
It was spooky.
Playing songs that we can't stand.
Throw the DJ in the back of a van.
an
And I'm
unreleased
literally
Cimorelli
sitting there
song.
trying to dance and Mel and I was just like, ha ha ha. And I'm like,
That ain't right.
Okay, so
Definitely
what's
throw
your
in the
high?
back of the van.
That she went dancing.
Yeah.
Or wait.
Oh,
That was the
yeah.
high
This
and
is
the
like
low?
a
yeah, it was a high because I
turned
went
low?
out, I saw my friends,
A low turned
God.
high.
and then the low was that the DJ was spooky.
This whole
okay.
spooky term. I
Alright.
gotta get.
It's like too
Used
new
to it.
age.
Yo, it's just like you get there and you're like, something is
youths.
wrong. It's like
You're spooked.
It's a premonition. Yeah.
Makes me think of a horse on their
Yes.
hind legs. being spooked.
That's what I like. I'm like a horse. I'm like yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! Now what is it? Memories? Is that the one that goes?
Here's the one that
But
I
you know
got.
what happens when I listen to that?
No.
All I think of is different key, but I think of like da 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 da.
Taco Bell's. What is it?
Taco Bell's
Taco
Canyon.
Bell's
Someone
Canyon.
wrote that in the
Taco Bell's
binder.
Canyon.
Yes.
For Taco Bell's,
Bell's
Cannon.
Cannon.
That's what I think of. Okay, moving along,
Moving
ladies.
right
That's our
along,
highs
Spooky DJs.
and
our
lows
lows.
of the week.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna get into the special main segment we were telling you guys about. But first, we're gonna give a thank you to our last sponsor of the season, Shopify.
We
We
love,
love
ya.
you, Shopify.
love
Shout
ya.
out to you. So we've used Shopify from day one on the Cimorelli merch store. I was at the Cimorelli podcast. On the Cimorelli merch store because they're great. If they weren't, we would have ditched them years ago. But they've been amazing.
They're amazing.
We've had an amazing experience. We've never had literally any problems. It's just been awesome. Could not recommend Shopify more. So if you have anything to sell, you got a business idea, you need Shopify. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. Get started with your own design studio. With hundreds of ready-to-use templates, Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand style. Accelerate your content creation. Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography. Get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you. Easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. So turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/Cimorelli. Go to shopify.com/Cimorelli. That is shopify.com/Cimorelli. All right, on to our main topic. We're going to start with some special messages from you guys. So I'm going to start with Patreon. First, I'm Jenny on Patreon. The podcast has been a bright spot in my life, from hospital stays, surgeries, to my dad passing away. Watching the podcast is a break from reality to just sit back, laugh, and lighten the load of everything that's going on in my life. That hits. I totally know that feeling. That hits. Man.
That makes me sad.
Okay, Annalena on Patreon. I've been watching the podcast for many years now, and I just love it. It has impacted my life in a positive way. It offers a fun and supportive atmosphere that makes it so enjoyable to watch. I love the relatable topics and all the funny moments that make me laugh out loud. For me, it's a feel-good podcast, some girl time whenever I need it. It's not one specific thing about the podcast that has impacted my life, just the ongoing discussions of different topics that make me reflect on my own mental health and different situations. Thank you so much for all you do. Wow, that was nice. Oh my gosh, Jill A. I haven't, on Patreon, missed a single podcast episode yet. And yes, I remember the frying pan of truth.
Frying pan of truth.
The OGs remember that. I honestly look forward to Wednesday afternoons because I know I'm about to listen to my girls gab away about a topic that is almost always applicable to my life in some way. You never fail to make me smile when I hear your stories because I feel like I'm getting to know you better with each episode. Thank you for sharing your lives with us and for letting us in on those wonderful highs as well as the pesky lows. Those mundane details mean more to your fans than you know. Whether it's 3, 4, or all 5 of you join the conversation, I appreciate the insight on the topic that you offer your listeners. I'll wrap it up by saying that yes, your podcast has positively impacted my life. I may not be super active on Patreon, but the podcast is something I will never pass up. Love you all.
I'm going to
Love you,
cheer
Jill.
up.
Daria on Patreon. As a young female Catholic, also navigating OCD and religious scrupulosity. Shout out to
That'll
you.
getcha.
Relate.
This is your place.
This is your place.
You're welcome here.
You have made me feel way less alone by being open about your experiences. Well, shout out to you. I also just love that you have lighthearted, fun content that is also rooted in truth. I find so much comfort knowing all the relationship, fashion, life, artistic, mental health advice is coming from the context of a shared faith. That is a good feeling.
Love that.
I wish I had that in a podcast. I don't have that, but that would be cool. Emily on Patreon. The podcast has been a part of my life for many years now. It carried me through many different phases. I learned so many things like opening up and becoming more confident in who I am as a person. It was a bit like having older sisters giving you advice. Oh my gosh. Especially since I'm the oldest child in my family. I relate to you. On the other hand, the podcast simply made me laugh, forget my own worries, and encouraged me to grow. When I was a teen, I listened to the podcast while drawing. Later, it carried me through some tough nights after a painful breakup. And even now, after moving out, you girls are a part of my life. Thank you so much for all the love and effort you put into the podcast. Oh my gosh.
Wait,
Wow,
so
shout out to
sad.
you.
I'm going to cry. Wow.
You keep saying that, but I
No.
see no tears.
Because they're about to come.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
They're
see
about to
That one
come.
got me. That one really did get me.
I see some tears.
Okay. She's not bluffing anymore.
Guys, that's just so sad.
I know. Thinking of you guys like listening to it throughout like so many different seasons of your life.
That's so relatable because I totally have that in the
I
podcast
have that
as
too.
well.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm gonna read some more. I'm going to our Instagram now. It's my comfort podcast when I'm sad.
Oh.
Your body positivity videos, I think they mean in the podcast episodes, have helped me become confident in my own skin.
Aww.
It was my gateway into understanding more about emotions and mental health. Shout out. That is so good. First time I heard something about the Enneagram when you discussed this topic. I loved it. Wow.
Slay.
I learned a great deal from you about how to live life. Thank you so much and keep doing great work. So my podcast is like my weekly therapy plus entertainment plus catch up all rolled into one. Oh my gosh. Wow. The way you guys describe it just sounds really good.
Yeah. Wow.
Someone said, I love that you talk about OCD like it really is, not like it's a good thing or a joke. Because we know.
Who talks about it like it's a good...
No,
Maybe-
they're like,
well,
I'm so OCD about
yeah.
cleaning. I'm so clean.
that's just like a common
dismiss
thing.
that. Yeah.
I wish that was me.
Because we know the pain.
So OCD about cleaning.
I know, and it was more like the
Well, you are,
opposite. It made me like not clean because I was so overwhelmed by
I don't
everything.
sit here crying for nothing.
Okay.
I just clean.
I'm the oldest sister, or the oldest of 5, Catholic family, musician, never had relevant big sis / role models until listening. I don't have sisters, but you all have given me that with the advice and laughter of the podcast.
Oh,
Lots of laughter
Oh my gosh.
here.
The Cimorelli podcast got me through my breakup in 2020.
Oh.
Also, Lisa's song Wrong. Ooh.
That,
So good.
That's too
those
real.
piano notes send shivers down my spine.
Oh my gosh. I broke up with my boyfriend after watching the episode How I Knew He Wasn't the One.
Okay, guys.
As you
funny.
should.
Way.
So many times I feel like, especially you, Christina, would be like, listen. And you're like, this. And I
They
wonder if
listened.
someone would actually like break, and it sounds like they
Break
did.
up with your boyfriend.
Wow, you know what? I'm sure you deserved better, so good for you.
I'm sure you did too.
I didn't realize how important mental health was until I started watching your podcast at age 15.
Aw.
It's crazy the improvement I've made since 2020. I went from exclusively listening to sad songs and hating everything about myself to being hopeful and finding the motivation to not give up. And all the big sister advice, whether about body image or opening up to people, has helped me in ways I probably didn't even realize. Even the way I talk to myself has changed, literally just because of y'all talking about negative self-talk. I'm one of 12, but I don't have any older sisters, so I love that y'all kind of take on that role in my life.
Wow, this is like
so
firstborn
sweet.
club.
Firstborn daughters.
This is,
I love
yeah,
it.
shout out to you people. Although she said she might be, okay. Made me feel less alone in the world. You are all so calming to me. Hope that's not weird.
Calming.
Well, yeah, I know you don't think we're calming. Lauren?
I'm calming.
Maybe they do think it's
Maybe
calming.
Lauren and Kath. I know you think that side's the calming side, this side
I
not so
ain't
much.
calming, unfortunately.
I have my moment.
I could calm.
Some people, they energize you.
I could
It's
calm,
like
I
a different
think.
cup of tea, like a hibiscus, like, that's like an energizing zinger tea.
Yeah.
Versus like a chamomile.
Every
I
week,
feel like I could calm.
Peppermint.
every week it taught me something new I needed.
Wow.
Thank you, Cimorelli podcast. Impacted me in more ways. Mental health issues resolved with watching sometimes. What?
Wow. This is so crazy to hear because it's like, that's the thing of the internet that's so weird is like you're putting yourself out there and it sometimes feels like you're just shouting into
Yeah.
the void.
Yeah.
But to think of all these people, I wish we could have had you guys in our room, like our podcast room, like
Like a
a live studio audience.
live podcast.
and watched
Yeah.
your reactions and like heard your
Yeah,
feedback. That would have been so cool.
I feel like I have a group of sisters who can help lead me through life and hang out with. Oh my gosh.
Okay, yeah, that is so.
I love that
I
so many
often
people are
use-
part of our sisterhood.
I often use you guys as practice to native speaking. Love from Brazil.
Wow.
Okay,
that's
the amount of people
awesome.
throughout our career who have told us that we
Taught them
were
English?
we were
Yeah.
like the big reason they learned English or like the biggest practice they had or whatever is crazy.
Yeah, there were some people at meet and greets where I'd be like, "Your English is really good in other
Like, I
countries."
learned it from
and they're
you.
like, "I learned it from watching your videos."
So cool.
That's so crazy. I
It's-
could never learn.
They're like, there's a hot dog in my backpack.
There's a gem hidden in these woods.
oh man.
I'll read a couple more. It's given me so much relationship advice. Y'all have helped me realize my past relationship was toxic.
Oh.
I'm glad we helped you.
I'm so glad we help people realize you deserve better.
The
That's
podcast has just been sometimes my light when I'm in the worst times. Love you guys. Kath reading her poems is a beam of light in the shadow.
Oh, I just
Wow,
read
I
one
think
on the
this
last
person
episode.
likes writing poems too, it sounds like.
Oh, it does sound like that.
Okay, let's thank you guys. Thank you guys for sending all those. That was really nice.
That's really sad.
That really touched me.
I'm just so
Yeah.
glad we could be such a big part of your life for the last 8 years in that
Yes.
way. I know we still will be, and we'll be reaching you through other arenas, like the new album.
Yeah, because we're really gonna, in the ways that you said, minus the laughing. I don't think you'll be laughing in the new album, but minus that,
Yeah.
like in those like deeper ways, like we're really gonna like we're really reaching out to you on this album in a lot of like really deep and profound ways. So seems like the podcast listeners are really gonna like the album.
Well, also you like understand us more than people that aren't podcast watchers, and when you listen to the songs, there'll be like a more of a depth of understanding because you kind of been there with us through these last several years, which is like what it's about.
Yeah, they're gonna have quite the understanding compared. There's a lot of stuff we've talked about on podcasts that we've never talked about on YouTube or TikTok or
anywhere,
Instagram.
yeah.
It's like only the patrons and the podcast listeners know like a lot of different things. So it's kind of funny. Okay, so now we're gonna go to reflecting on where we were when the podcast started, which was
November 2017.
versus where we are October 2025.
Honestly, my biggest memory is that we would get Jersey mics in between filming episodes there, and
Oh
it
my
was so
gosh.
good.
Yes.
Good time.
That was actually fun. Oh, yeah. Well, we made the podcast because we had an album and we were like, we're going to do an episode focused on each song. So it's kind of like symmetrical, really symmetrical that we're like
Yeah.
ending it right
With
at
an
a new
album. It is really cool to be here.
And this is our.
And we haven't done an album
Wait,
since.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that is wild. We
Oh
started
my
it with
gosh.
our last album.
Wait, that is shocking that we took that long to do.
I mean, we
album.
did. It's not like we didn't put out
Not
any music in the
shocking to
last
me.
8
Not
Okay,
years.
if I could go back in time,
Guys, we put out a lot of singles.
can I just say what I would
Did
do,
we?
guys?
And Christmas.
There were many
If I
years
could go back in
released
time,
one
we'd
song.
release an album in
Yes.
2020. That's what we should have done, or 2021. That was such a prime
I
time.
will say though, there was kind of a few years where people weren't really doing albums because people weren't really listening to them.
Yeah.
but that was the prime
I feel
time.
like people are coming back to albums. Like
I can't remember, but yeah.
it's
When did
I don't know.
Taylor Swift do? Is it 2021? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
all
I
the
think was
COVID
when it started to
albums.
come
That was a
back. Yeah, because there was a while
prime
it like wasn't.
It was
really
like
an
kind of
album
murky and
time.
like
Yeah.
transitional and
It was like
weird.
EPs.
And they're like our album's gonna die.
Yeah.
No.
It
But
seems
I
like it.
said
I don't think they could ever
Lauren
die.
said
No.
no.
I don't think they
Just
could.
me.
But okay, so
I'll always love an album.
reflecting back, I was 27. I was
You were
about. I was about to get engaged. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. We're the same age. I was about to get engaged. Obviously, I was not married. I had no children. Blah blah blah. We lived in a house. Me, you. Oh yeah, you guys had.
And Lisa.
I was there.
I did not live there.
Amy was there.
I
Okay.
was still
No, I was
there.
gonna say you had moved out.
Part of
but
the
no.
reason I moved out was I was like, Christina's gonna move out, and I need to leave before I'm left. So I was like,
Whoa.
everyone, I saw the writing on the wall. They were getting boyfriends, husbands, and I was like,
I
I'm
gotta
gonna
get
get
outta
left.
here.
I gotta leave first. I gotta restart with Lauren. She's younger.
It
That
was,
was
yeah, it
an
was
amazing
a slow exodus
house.
of that.
It was
I
just
love that
such a
house.
fun like
That was a
era.
we had a good run.
That was an amazing, fun era.
That
I
was
will
a really
say.
good era. I sat on my roof and cried for like 3 hours the night I moved out. I was like,
Oh, the walks in that neighborhood were unparalleled.
I mean,
unparalleled.
however,
beautiful.
it was not a fun era for my mental health.
Oh,
Same.
same.
I mean, when I look back to 27
Wild.
to now,
Oh.
it is shockingly horrifying, like where I was with my mental health versus where I am now.
no,
Yeah.
that time is like, you know that
Same.
meme that people use where it's like the war zone guys?
yes.
Like,
Yeah.
that was me
Yeah.
at that time. Like,
Same.
actually.
Yeah, the way that we were like functioning with so little understanding of so many like mental health things that we needed to know and we needed to understand. The way that we just kept going on and didn't self-destruct.
Well, and 2017 was just a very traumatic year.
Yeah, it was
And
hard.
A lot of things happening behind the scenes that we didn't talk about.
That we won't tell
And then
you.
we're on the podcast like the frying pan of truth.
I know. It was almost
yucking it
like,
up.
honestly, what you guys said in your messages of like, the podcast is a bright light. I feel like it was kind of like our place. Those,
To, like, let loose and hang
I
out,
went
yeah.
back and
Let
looked,
loose.
especially Lisa. Oh my gosh. But all of us, those first episodes were so wacky.
I
So
got
wacky.
rewatched those. Those
Lisa
are
was
so
literally,
good.
that was where Pam was born.
Pam McGinnis.
That
Oh my
was
gosh.
good.
Yeah,
So
and
good.
those episodes, I mean, for the first few years were so planned out compared to now. We
Oh
would
my
plan out like
gosh.
every word we were
Guys,
gonna
we would
say.
have it in front of
Yeah.
us and we would
We're
scroll
reading.
through
We got
because
bullet points for everything.
Because okay, so Lisa used to get really mad when we would like ramble on about things. She'd be like, "We don't have time to like keep rambling on. You need to have this like planned out so we're not rambling on forever." So we'd plan out everyone would have a specific point to
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about in each
Yeah.
topic. So it'd be like Lauren talk about
yeah,
this.
we'd
Kat
go over
talk
each
about
topic
this.
before and be like, hey, what are you going to say? Or
we'd
what
be
do you have to
looking.
say about this?
We had a
Yeah.
laptop like out where you couldn't see it, so we were like looking at it and like scrolling. Guys, that was crazy.
It
That
was
was
quite the
wild.
time.
We were like reading a script. I remember when we did the season that was in
I wonder if you can tell
Our bonus
when you watch
room?
this.
Yes.
that we literally we wrote word for word. It wasn't even bullet points. Exactly what we were gonna say, and I was like, guys, I
That
can't
was
do this.
do that.
crazy
Because we
Lisa
were
was
like-
cracking down on us. She was like,
Oh, wow.
"I hate it how we keep rambling."
And then Lisa,
Well, we also were like, oh, well, if we just think about it beforehand, it'll be the best thing we could say. So
Okay,
let's say our
yeah.
best thing to say.
we didn't realize riffing is a good thing.
Yeah.
We've gone through a lot of moments. Then should we get to the eras then?
Yeah.
yes.
it's
Okay.
kinda
Well, so
started.
I kind of looked through and combed the archives a bit and just kind of was like, what we already talked about a little bit here, but like, where did we start? Where are we now? So our first episode was uploaded on November 6th, 2017. We started out uploading to our main YouTube channel, but we quickly realized we didn't want to do that. And we switched to a private like podcast channel. And then I don't even know if we uploaded them to the podcast app until later on. But we started out there, and as Amy mentioned earlier, we created the podcast specifically to talk about each of the songs on the Sad Girls Club album. So each one was titled after a different song and had like a different
season.
theme.
That season's so good.
Yeah, if you haven't watched the first season, you should go back and watch it because it's very, like they said, it wasn't at our house. We went to a studio in Nashville and filmed it abroad. It's not abroad, but not at our house.
We used to do 3 episodes in a day.
Oh my gosh, that's why we had to order Jersey Mike's. It was so long.
It was so grueling to me personally.
It wasn't to me.
I was like,
Yeah, I remember Lauren's like, we can't do 3 anymore.
oh my gosh, I had to put my foot down.
You put that foot down.
So the next era kind of transitioned. Seasons 2 and 3, they kind of are all one thing together. Season 2, or maybe it was 3, one of them didn't have that many episodes, but it kind of morphed into what I feel like it still is for so many people to this day, based on everything you were reading, which is like, it's all about the relatable sisterhood moments. So in season 2 and 3, some of our highlights were the truth about our sisterhood, desperate things we've done for love.
Oh no.
Embarrassing moments. We also started our All About series, which we did a bunch of different episodes, like all about breakups, all about mental health.
Wow, this is all a blur in my mind.
There are
Yeah,
so many
what?
good tidbits there. It's funny because like I think back to some of the advice we give and I give it to myself. Like I'm like, what did we say? Like literally yesterday I was like having a bad mental health day and I'm like, what did we say on the podcast about mental health and what do you do when you're having a bad day? So I know we filmed at least an episode about that. Oh, and I'd also like to point out that Lisa being Pam and her character, that was such a highlight. She had 2. One where she was talking about butts on Instagram.
Oh my god.
She's like, you look at Instagram and all it is butts.
There's butts everywhere.
And she literally, I think she would flip her hat backwards. And then she also made a commercial called Jerk Be Gone.
I remember that.
It was so good.
She had the frying pan of truth.
Yes. Oh my gosh, the frying pan of truth, cracking down on everyone. So after that kind of season 2 and 3, it kind of morphed into the next era, which was 2020. And the biggest thing, well, actually multiple things happening, but like one of them being that's when Danny left the band at the beginning of 2020. So then it was just the 5 of us. And Christina was also married at this point. I
was preg at this point.
Oh my gosh, yeah, she's about to have Barrett.
my gosh.
I was about to get married. Lisa was about to get married. We both got married in 2020.
gosh.
We were in our own podcast studio, which was fun. I think that might have been when we were still in the we were in Christina's bonus room.
In the bonus room.
But it was nice. We didn't have to drive into like a separate studio that wasn't at one of our houses.
No, we were in
we were
our
in between
bonus
houses.
room.
We used to film covers in my bonus room, podcast in your bonus room,
Yes.
because I was looking for the new studio for us. We had to get a new studio, and we were between
studios.
homes.
Okay, and the other thing I want to point out was the shower cap of random.
Wait, what?
It was like a shower
don't
cap where
remember
we
this.
put what was it, topic ideas or questions?
Oh my
And
god.
we'd pull them out.
Oh my god.
The
so
shower
good.
cap of
Wow.
random.
Also, okay, then our next era, I like to say this is the shock value era.
Oh,
I feel like this was
remember
Christina's
this
doing,
era.
where she's
Yes,
like, "We gotta
it
shock them
was.
with the titles." It was, here's some famous shocking titles: How we stopped being ugly on the inside and gave ourselves a glow up. And then it was things like, "Are you a bad friend? Signs your mental health is dwindling." And we kind of also started talking about motherhood more in this era because 3 of us were now moms in 2021. So we had episodes about birth, pregnancy. Christina announced her pregnancy with Tristan on one of the episodes, which was exciting. Also, one of my fave episodes was, I don't know if you guys remember this, but our husbands rate us as roommates.
Oh, my God.
I
That
remember
was
that.
so funny.
I do like that one.
We also, I feel like this was also around the time we started to get, we always did more fun stuff and definitely some heavier stuff, but I feel like we started to get even more into deeper topics. So Lisa did a whole episode talking about Chad's cancer journey, her husband. We also had our family members on episodes around this time. So our mom, Nick, and Joey were on the podcast in different episodes. Our mom was on a bunch of episodes. And then some of the more deep ones that were a highlight were Let's Talk About Weight Gain.
Ooh.
We went a week without our phones, talking about social media.
That was a pivotal moment in our lives, actually.
It was.
truly.
I think back to that time all the time. And how
Yeah, I went from
that
no
birth-
contact on that one.
That birthed
Not
a new
good.
era.
it did. Because we had space to think.
This new era.
Oh.
That birth, I was like, we have to have this new vision, whatever. That was a whole thing. That's what happened. That birthed this current era, which is crazy.
And also, I feel like my main like reflection on the podcast, which you guys really did say in your messages too, was there was such a mixture of really fun, lighthearted games such as We Listen and We Don't Judge, Propaganda We're Not Falling For, Put a Finger Down, taking a millennial versus Gen Z quiz, Roman empires, answering Vogue 73. Like, we did a lot of these like lighter topics and trends, but we also had these really deep, like meaningful episodes about our faith and about family and mental health, and it just kind of like
we've gone into such like deep philosophical discussions on this podcast.
Yes.
And then we're like, he's a 10, but
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
The range, guys.
We got
The
to,
range.
yeah.
but
This is
I'm
so.
really proud of it. So
I love this podcast. It's really always gonna have a special place.
And if you know, you never know. It could be like literally 10 years. We're like, guys,
we got to
it's time
bring
to
it
do the
back.
podcast.
We got
Could
more
be
to
5
say.
years. I don't know. Could be 1 year. I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Could be fun.
Who knows? What could happen? It could be like a mother podcast. We're like, time to do a mother podcast of all of us.
Yes.
That wraps that up. So
Oh God.
there's our walk down memory lane.
I love and hate walks down memory lane. Oh.
yeah. And I feel like we kind of already said this, but I just like to say it again.
The gratitude.
Yes, how much we really appreciate everyone that especially has been with us from day one, watching this podcast for the last 8 years. But even if you weren't there from day one, just everyone watching and supporting, especially our patrons.
Yeah.
It's just really humbling to speak for all of us, I would say.
Yeah.
Just how much support you guys have shown for us, just really trying to, put our message out there and put our lives out there, really hoping to make an impact, which from reading what you guys have said, it sounds like we really have made that impact that we wanted to make. And I just am really appreciative to everyone.
And you guys like
Sticks
stuck
around.
with us in our not getting 500,000 followers in 3 months eras. Like, you stayed with us in those moments, and that's like,
Yeah, we've
You
had
don't
so
know-
many ups and downs.
you don't know what that means to us.
That means
don't
so
even know.
much.
Like, staying with us through like the lows, guys, you don't even know what that means to us. Like, we are
Yeah.
so grateful to you guys. Thank you. So we're gonna move on to our last 5 pops.
Last 5 bombs. Oh.
Okay, our last 5 pops, and we do have Lisa's. So this is from Maria on Patreon. What was your favorite childhood book?
Oh,
You
The Silver Crown.
So. Ooh,
That's what I was going to
Hey,
say.
this is
Well,
too hard.
you infiltrated me with
How am I
that.
supposed to pick?
Okay.
Also, the series of unfortunate events, all those books. I just like the dark, creepy.
Speaking of like
stuff.
what touched me the most was this, but I was like a teenager.
No, child,
Child? Okay, child.
like 10 or less.
You know what I loved as a child was the 7 Silly Eaters.
Wait, I love
we need to
that
get
one.
that for
They
your
had that
children.
room with like the 100 bunk beds. I was like, that's so cool.
I was going to text all of you
Yes.
guys in the family chat. I was literally thinking of it this morning while I was driving, and I'm going to do it today. And I was going to ask, what were your favorite books when we were a kid? Because I want to get some more for the
The
twins.
7 Silly Eaters.
the book my mom gave to me
So
was like
good.
her favorite childhood book, and then I was obsessed with it. It was called like The Magic Tree or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
What's it called?
Or is it the Giving Tree?
No, it's not The Giving Tree.
Magic Treehouse series? Or no?
No, not the
No.
Magic Tree House.
No. It's called.
No, it's a different one. No, I know what
No,
you
it's
mean.
kind of obscure.
Is it one that was like white and green?
Yeah.
I can see it, but I don't know what it is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to go with The
I think that.
Boxcar Children.
Yes!
I know it's kind of random, but I feel like I love that concept of these children. They're like, we got to get some bread to eat and survive. And like, I loved
You
the
love the
children. I love
survivalist
to this day, I
stories.
love stories of survival.
Oh my
against all
gosh.
odds.
No, my favorite book from my childhood is this random Costco book that I still have in my room that my mom got me from Costco about fairies, like Tinkerbell, and it's like the most
I
beautiful
remember
book
that.
I've ever seen, and I love it.
If you guys try to Google The Magic Tree, you will not see what I'm talking about anywhere. I
Did you
can't
find
find it.
it?
I can't find it anywhere.
What was the plot?
But I have the book at home.
Oh, she has
Maybe
it.
mom knows
I
what
have
to
the book
do.
at home.
Can
I
you
think.
send us the title? I really want to know.
I think that is what it's called, but I think it's like very obscure.
I love
Because
it.
she found it online and all she found was a really old version of it sold used. So I think it's like a really obscure book, but it's really good.
I
She
love
bought
it.
it and gave it to you? 'Cause
Yeah.
She was like, you loved this
She
one?
gave it to me recently, but I literally can't find it when I Google it, so I don't know how she found
Was
it.
anyone a Velveteen Rabbit girl?
Maybe it
or
wasn't
no?
called that.
It was like, oh, I have Lisa's also.
Oh yeah, what was Lisa's?
Okay, favorite childhood book. I mean, Harry Potter is the
Harry
first thing that
Potter,
comes to
yeah.
mind, and that's just blanket
Classic.
statement. The entire series, especially like, what did I love? The Prisoner of Azkaban? No, I actually loved the Order of the Phoenix, the Half-Blood Prince, and the
She liked the
naming them
Deathly
Dark
Hallows. Like the
Days.
last three were incredible. But all of them, really, the entire series, that's the only thing I read as a kid where I was like, whoa. Oh, wait, no, I loved the Nancy Drew books.
I was going to say Nancy Drew.
That was like the same format for like 55 books. It was so good. I loved the
I
Nancy
love
Drew
it.
books. Oh, wait, and I loved A Wrinkle in Time. It's
Oh,
the
Wrinkle
time
in
between
Time,
those
Lisa.
three, which is actually like 60 different books, but yeah.
I love it.
You know
I
what's
always
the
feel
real?
like I never read books, but now I'm like, wait, I read a lot of books as a kid. Anyway, yeah, somewhere in there. Probably Harry
unfortunately,
Potter, first place though.
The real answer for me is like anytime I got my hands on any of my mom's books or magazines as a child. I liked
Mom would
reading
always
Lose
get,
30
like,
pounds
in
by
1
tomorrow.
hour.
like they're like parenting. They're like parenting books
That's classic.
and psychological
you.
books. I liked reading my mom's books as a
I
child.
loved Mom's Martha Stewart Living magazines.
Oh,
There was a Halloween issue that I
yes.
kept and I still have in my box upstairs.
No, I do
was
remember.
so
I do
good.
remember all those weird ones. It's like lose 30 pounds in one day, and I'd be like, scared. I was like, why do they care about this stuff? I was so annoyed.
What were you trying to find?
Oh, they have so many great articles about like life stuff. It's like relationship advice or
Yeah,
like
they're always like,
life
you was
related
like
stuff.
a child. You're like, I need this marriage.
No, I loved. It
I
was
feel
just
like they're like,
interesting.
I didn't know I was pregnant or what, some like crazy.
Yeah, they have like crazy
stories.
interesting
That's
stories.
so
Or like her
funny.
parenting books. I loved reading those. Like she had one about like raising boys. I loved reading that one
Oh, gotta
weird.
raise them.
Anyway, that's
gotta
the real
raise them
answer.
right.
because it was like my first like psychology kind of books that I ever found that I didn't know existed. Anyway, moving along to our last segment, which is Sister Spotlight.
Oh,
Each
okay.
week, a different sister has the spotlight on her. We have Get Real with Christina, Sappy or Sassy Thoughts with Catherine. Well, guys, I'm sorry. Lisa's Corner, Amy's Rents and Raves, and Lauren's Take. And this week, the sister is Lauren's Take.
How
All right.
fitting.
I love it.
End it with me when I barely spoke in the beginning of this podcast.
How fitting.
I like having you have the last word. I feel like it's symmetrical.
Yeah,
Well, you know, you pull your weight now.
I really do.
Lauren's really making up for lost time. She really, in the beginning, you were so young, you couldn't do that much. Now,
I wasn't that young when I
yes,
was
you were.
17. Oh,
No,
you were
I mean-
19?
Yeah.
Laura, you still kind of were, though, because there wasn't that much you could do at the time. You still were learning stuff, you know?
I was 19 years old. I could speak.
I mean, in the band.
Still learning how to speak.
The band.
Lauren,
We weren't even talking about the band. We were talking about
No, I was
normal
thinking
life
of the
stuff.
band. I was thinking of the band just now.
What the
I was thinking about how much you
when
do
you were
now.
19, we wrote a
No.
book and you gave advice in it.
Yeah, when I
the
was
sister book.
19, that was
I know,
Sad
but it
Girls
took a
Club, where I
while.
was like partially producing a bunch of that stuff
Oh, wait,
too.
you're right.
I was writing and
Okay,
producing.
I was going back to the beginning of the band in my
Thinking
mind.
when I was 12.
Yes, I was.
Like when you were 12, you
I was
didn't really
thinking
have
like
much life
the
experience.
beginning, you weren't able to do that much, and then it built and built, and now you really have to do a lot. Now you're
Yeah.
like me.
An extraordinaire.
All right, well, let's get to the question.
All right.
Yikes.
All
Question
right.
is from Jenny. These are all from our patrons. Shout out to you guys. Jenny said, as an introvert, what is your go-to icebreaker / conversation starter?
Oh yes, I would love to hear.
Okay, wait. Give me like a scenario. I'm trying to think.
You're
what
at
I
a
would
party
say.
and there's someone and you don't have anyone there with you that you know, and there's someone who looks nice and you want to go up to them and talk to them.
Okay. Well, in that sitch, I gotta think of something to say about something that in my mind I'm like, this is so dumb, but I know logically that people say these dumb things and people like it when they say that. So I say something dumb like, oh, this food's so good or something like that, but in a less dumb way than that, but it's still dumb in my opinion. Like, comment on something around. That's how you like, and I try to make a joke or something. And then, but if it's like not something where I'm like ice cold breaking in.
Yeah.
Or cold calling, whatever, you know what I mean. Then I just do like, so what do you do? It's just a classic.
Love it.
And then what do you do for fun? Because if sometimes it's like, oh, I'm an accountant. I'm like, okay, not much to ask. But I'm like,
got any financial
when
tips?
did you have the passion for accounting? I mean, maybe they did, but they probably didn't.
You're like, I love this.
Oh, I always
I
ask,
do
like,
what
how'd
you-
you get into that or whatever?
Yeah, but some
You're like,
things,
nah,
there's
skip
not that
that.
much to say about how'd you get into it. It's just like, okay. So I do, what do you do for fun? And then what kind of music do you like? Because I could talk about music. So
Oh,
that's my
good.
tips. Figure out things that you can talk about and then do that. Also, my boyfriend, his like classic question
What?
is, how was your week? And it's actually a great one.
How was your week?
He always asks me that.
Yes, and it's a good question.
And then I go,
fun.
It makes you feel like they really care about, like,
How
are
was
you
your
doing?
week? Do you ask him
Yeah.
how his week was?
I always say,
Probably,
how are
yeah.
you? Which is probably too vague.
But it's a good question that I'm like, oh, I'm going to steal that from him. Because when you say, how are you? It's like, okay, good. There's
How was
nothing
your
else
week?
to
You got more
say.
to say.
And then, what have you been up to lately? I'm like, I don't know what I've been up to, but how was your week? You can think for a sec, and there's expected
It's true.
time to think, right? You're like, oh, let me think back to my week. And you're like,
And it's
oh, I
easy.
did this, that, and then
And
you have
people
a
do
few
things in the week.
jumping off points there.
I
I'm
love
like,
it.
this
Love
is
it.
genius. So
This is genius
that's
stuff.
what I did.
From one
Good
introvert
job.
to another.
It's
Yeah.
like you can take it as deep or shallow as you want.
Yeah.
And that's the kind
Love
of
it.
That is a great one.
Love it.
Good job.
Okay, Maria said, what was your favorite thing about Poland when you visited? Greetings from
yeah.
Krakow.
Oh.
Did I say Krakow?
Oh, yeah.
Probably
Is that
not,
how you
but-
say it?
Krakow?
They probably know what you mean.
Oh, my God.
What's my
Perchance.
favorite thing? It's kind of hard to think because we were there for like
5
2
days, 3
days.
days, yeah.
3 days. But we did go to Warsaw.
That was
I
so
think-
cool.
Okay, there was really cool churches, like
Yes.
crazy architecture, and we went to this like town square kind of thing. Well, I guess
Yeah.
it wasn't town, like city square in
Yeah.
Warsaw. That was really cool. So
Yeah.
I would say that.
Did it remind you of any of the places we had been prior?
Not really.
I don't have a great
Germany,
memory.
In my
Maybe
mind, I was
maybe
going to say
the-
Germany.
Maybe it would be close-ish, but it was very different.
Yeah, because it's more like Eastern, right?
Yeah, and it made me
Which we haven't
Yeah.
been to a lot
Yeah.
of those Eastern
European.
Yeah.
places.
and not on Lauren's take to have a take, but like
Oh my God.
the Poles, they have such a sad history, and we were learning a
it's
lot
very,
about
like,
it.
War torn.
Yeah, it's incredible. And like one of the churches was bombed in one of the big wars that they were in, and they're like
Yeah.
they really been through it.
Resilient.
Yeah, the farthest east we ever went in Europe was Germany, right?
Yeah.
I
So
don't
yeah, I
know.
guess it was like Germany-ish, but more like Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
I feel like
vibes.
Poland's its own thing. Like
It
it's got
is,
its
it
own
fully
vibe.
is.
Yeah, I wish
Yeah.
we could have gone
I
there.
know, I want to go.
I know.
It was a really cool experience.
All right, Jill, shout out to you, Jill. We love you. And we also read your message out loud. What is the best part about being an aunt? Do you have a special connection with one of your nieces or nephews in particular?
Oh, Kat wants to know who's your favorite.
Kath added that part herself.
Who's your fave?
I mean, what's the best part? It's all a good part.
It is.
You get every good thing and none of the bad
Get
things.
to give them back.
It's like you just get to play with the kids. Like, all right, you deal with it.
And they're also obsessed with you. You're such a
You're like a celebrity.
celebrity to them.
Thank
You really
you.
are.
I don't think I really have like a specific child that I'm like, this one.
I feel like that's like when you're a parent. It's like you can't just be like, oh, this is my favorite child. Which I
Well, some
genuinely
people
have
do
never
though.
thought
Like,
that.
oh, like one kid has like
You
more of
connect
a
with them.
connection.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't really see that much. They're all kind of equal with me. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Dom likes me more than
He
Leo
loves
does.
you.
I feel like you and Dom are so similar. Though.
I think
like,
Leah
we're
likes me
so
more than Dom.
sisters.
That's funny. Oh, that makes sense a lot. That makes a lot of sense. Dom likes the more calm.
I feel like Dom
and Leo likes
idolizes
the
Lauren
crazy.
kind of low key when he sees her.
He's like, that's what I'll be when I grow up.
Yeah, I feel like they are similar.
That's really funny.
Okay. Lee says, how do you deal with being stuck creatively?
Oh.
That's a good one.
I feel like I don't get stuck that much, TBH. But I think it's because I'm good at getting unstuck. So let me think.
Yeah, it's like trickery.
Yeah, I think I don't like force it that much, so I'm not like, oh no, I'm stuck. Oh man, I'm stuck. Like I don't like keep pushing when I'm stuck. I think I try to like reframe, restart. I think it's like the thing that we all kind of do that we do as a group of like move on to something else. If you're stuck on something, like don't just keep pushing this thing that you're stuck on. Like switch gears, try something else, and then also taking all the pressure off. Do not be like, okay, I'm stuck. Okay, now I gotta make this really good when I'm stuck. Just don't do that. Like if you're talking about like a song, for instance, like, okay, I have this really good chorus and I need verses. You're probably stuck because you're like, oh, I gotta write this perfect verse to go with this chorus. Don't do that. Just go, I'm gonna write the dumbest verse ever. It'll be so dumb. I don't even care. I'm just gonna write a verse and then I can have somewhere to go off of. Like, okay, for instance, our song Human, we wrote like a million different versions of this verse, and one might say we were stuck on that song, but I will tell you, I personally week after week came back and kept writing new verses, and every time I was just like, I don't really have time for this right now, so I'm just gonna spend like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, just here's a verse, and then we just kept like refining, and then now it's really good.
It's so good.
So just take the pressure off, like switch gears, and just keep trying new things and refining, and you'll get
I love it.
Amen. Is that that?
Yeah.
That's that. All right, guys. The 2025 Cimorelli podcast
comes to an end.
Wow, we're so in sync.
Guys, it's just so cool to me. We started with an album and now we're ending with a new album. Like,
yeah.
And do we see our show in Nashville?
Yeah, I said at the beginning.
Come to our show in Nashville, December 11th. I don't care where you are. Get there.
Get over here.
It's going to be really special.
Get over here.
We're going to be playing some of these special new songs and it's going to be so special. Please come if you can. It'll be amazing.
I'm so sad. Wow. Guys.
End of an era.
What a time.
The end of an era. Well, guys, thank you for your support. Seriously, it means so much to us.
It really does.
Thank you. We'll see you on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, whatever.
We'll see you around the block.
See you there.
See you in our album. We'll see you in. There's a lot to come.
We'll see you in Nashville.
We'll see you in Nashville.
December 11th.
They're all connected with the Eucharist.
Oh,
See you
I
in the
didn't know
Eucharist.
that.
I've heard that one.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
All right, see you guys later. Bye.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Facebook and Instagram.